Well, everyone, welcome back to BMG. Yes, BMG is back, finally, after a much longer wait than I should have made you guys wait. Anyways, this is my custom rallycross track. It's literally just a dirt path in a field on East Coast, USA. Note this is not actually a mod, and I'm not going to be making it public. At least I don't plan to, but if you guys really want me to, I might. Now, I know this is probably the way wrong car for this, but it's what I'm going to use for this first run. It's a Dodge Omni GLHS. Now, this is an old mod that I personally, it's part of an old mod, but I personally like it. Don't know if you guys would, but I'm not really going to throw in there a download link because, well, it's mostly a bunch of old, outdated stuff that doesn't have PBR on it or anything cool like that. Okay, that was a big jump. Drop her down first. Not a crash. I probably should have used a different location because this is quite the hilly field, so it makes turning and going up the hill kind of hard. But, you know, I can always make another track, it's not that hard. Oh. One thing that apparently is hard is staying on the freaking track. And, oh, oops, didn't notice that. Just like I didn't notice I was on the revel mirror. Here, let's get something better than this. Yes, I have a lot of mods, so yeah, admittedly the game is kind of a little bit laggy, but it's okay. You'll get used to it. You know. Let me see if I can find that W210. The W210 Mercedes mod I have. There it is. I think let's get an automatic 300 turbo diesel. And just like a really boring, like, yeah, butterscotch. Okay. Not sure if it'll actually show the color upon splaying, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. No big deal. Okay, yeah, it doesn't. Oh god, that doesn't sound good. Well, it is a turbo diesel, so gotta give it time for the turbos to spool up. Or sorry, the one turbo to spool up, because this thing's only single turbo. I have, like, electronic aids and stuff on, because, you know, I'm kind of a wimp. Here, I'll make things fun for you and turn off that kind of stuff. Listen to that turbo whistling as I fly way off the track. Okay, not that far off the track, but off the track. Oh god! No! You know, I could do the 430, the E430 on this. That'd be a little too much wheel spin. By the way, I have in real life a 2001 E430 4MATIC. I was thinking of autocrossing it until I decided, you know what? What if I tried to rallycross it? I mean, it's got a V8, it's all-wheel drive. It'll do really good, right? I don't know yet. Haven't tried it yet. Haven't even fixed the rust hole in the trunk. Oh, oops. Never mind. Also, I have a line, or I have a guy up at Peaks Motors, I think that's what it is. It's either Peaks or Peak Motors. Forget where it is in Virginia. He has had just sitting around this old Mustang factory V6, but he said he'd sell it for $500 with a T5. It's a roller, okay? It's a roller. It's in rough shape. He bought it only for the 351 for his other Mustang. And I also have someone who has a 99 Mustang V6. Now, the reason why I don't know what year the roller is because it has no title. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna try and build this Mercedes diesel. Attempt to. Can I put a bigger turbocharger on this? Can I? I'll worry about a better turbo later. Right now I have to put in a all-wheel drive transfer case. Transfer case. And follow that with okay. Does it work? Alright, here, let me go down here onto the road and see if it'll spin all four, or at least spin some of the front ones. Okay, that's not gonna cut it. Okay, so it's just the rear, so that one doesn't work. Maybe this thing just doesn't support all-wheel drive. It might be that. I think it might be that. Okay, well that doesn't work. Kind of a bummer, to be honest, but, you know. Stuff like this happens, and when stuff happens, you just have to work around it. Now let's get that better turbo on it. Now we know that the all-wheel drive option doesn't work. We also try and put on it some yes, rally tires. They are a bit bigger, but okay, they're a lot bigger. But that's why we have rally stuff. Yeah. So you know that we're going to need the rally struts, so I'll just put them on. And then I'll do the tires. I'll put on the struts, and then the tires. I wish the rally tires came as a smaller size. Okay, a lot more boost. More boost, that's good. More boost means we can send it. And miss more turns. So I guess the mod creator had making a turbo diesel fast in mind. But they didn't have in mind building an all-wheel drive rallycross car in mind, because there's no all-wheel drive. Well, there's no front differential option. I probably could have made this a bit wider. But it's a rallycross course. If you can't master it, then don't do it. Coming down here into this last corner, or one of the last corners. Gotta remember to go in between that and the rock. I'll just put it right here, and I will spawn in another vehicle to try and compare between, you know. I kind of want to do like a front-wheel drive car, but that's just gonna be terrible. I think I'll do a BMW 3 Series. Oh, I forgot. These are all basically just missing previews on all of them. Yeah, I'll get a 345D all drive. What? 330DX drive. I don't see a 330D all-wheel drive. I mean 335D all-wheel drive. Oops. Now this is a coupe version, okay? So it's not entirely accurate to the real world, at least for US viewers anyways, but you know, it's automatic, so at least that's realistic to the US viewers. I'm waiting for this to load. There it is. Now, there are a few things to know. First thing I gotta do is turn off this stability control bullcrap. Alright. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yes! All-wheel drive works. Jeez! This might be a free 35D. Yeah, this is a free 35D, I think. It's just mislabeled. Oh, and it says 330D on the back. Okay, well that's odd. Don't worry about that. It's too fast. I'm spending more time on the brakes trying to keep it under control than I am on the throttle. Because you see, that's the great thing about the Mercedes is I'm spending more time on the throttle because it's easier to control. But this, not so much. Rest in peace, front bumper. Well, maybe, maybe not. Let's see. Wow, how did that bumper survive? I think there's going to be somewhere up ahead an element that's just going to rip the front bumper off entirely. Maybe. I don't know. I'm struggling to remember my own track. Ooh, that was close. Professional drifters would be impressed at that. To be honest with you, rallycross is kind of like drifting but on dirt. In my opinion. I think. I don't know. Rallycross is like a mix of, at least rallycross here in the States. Rallycross here in the States is like a mix of American autocross, but on dirt, and a mix of drifting, but on dirt. Yeah, that sounded good. Now, the upgraded rear-wheel drive turbo diesel Mercedes. Slowly pull up to the line. Get some boost. Get some RPMs and some boost built up. Okay, tires are spinning. Okay, that's good. It's a good sign when the car makes so much power that the rear tires are spinning. There's the 335D. Okay, coming down to this corner. Only slightly overshot instead of completely overshooting. Well, that's good. Okay. Sorry, I was having a little bit of technical complications there. Oh, no. Come on. Around the corner. I guess. Send it. Okay, don't overshoot this corner right here. It's kind of a kicker. I probably should have engineered this course with a little more speed in mind, but, you know, I slapped it together in a couple minutes, so. So this here is a corner you don't want to you don't want to come into with too much speed. You gotta try and dodge the small tree and the rock. Alright, not too bad. Don't want to rip up my front bumper coming down off of this. Oh. I'm gonna save this config real quick before it gets lost. I am gonna do a dedicated video where I just take a 300 turbo diesel and just make it stupidly fast. That'll work. There we go. Okay. We'll grab the 335D. I think I can see a slight scale difference here. Just slightly. Not bad. Just on down here. Good. Oh, okay. Went into its own overdrive. Of sorts. And good. Okay. I am easily getting dusted. That BMW is definitely a ripper. Oh, I forgot this road is completely straight. And I think that's gonna do it for this video, y'all. Bye.